Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if anyone comes in. Because I'm so tired, I don't even know if this is going to come out right. Oh, there you go. Hi, Rachel. I should really be like, oh, I should have a chill, but I'm going to have a chill in a bit. So, see, it says no viewers, but you're in, so let's refresh because what's going on there? No viewers, but you're there. Oh, 8 viewers. Oh, censoring. What I'm doing. So, seeing as there's 8 people there listening, or whatever, hi. Just throwing out there about censoring because Google are having this big thing, you know, because they've been trying to censor the censoring. So that'll be found out, you know, they're trying to censor the censoring. So, no surprise there, is there? Censoring going on everywhere. Hi. I was going to talk about a quick chat because I'm going to go and chill in a bit. Stranger Things, but we've got the Stranger Things 3, so if you've not seen it, you might not want to listen to me when I get onto that chat. Oh, 22 viewers. Mine only says 8. See what they're doing? You might want to stick your fingers in your ears when I start talking about Stranger Things 3. But I'll see what I see, and then I'll show you a picture, which is hilarious. Now, hi, Aisling. You might like this when I talk about Stranger Things 3, the series. My perception on it, and then I saw something today and I was like, oh my God, that's really good. But I just like to throw out there, you know, stuff about Q and Trump and how everyone's going mad because of the Congress women and everyone thinks anyone who's against them is racist. No. It's the President of the United States saying to those women, if you don't like what goes on in our country, do on, jog on, bye-bye. Yeah, that's not a racist thing for the president to say of the United States for his country. Why is that racist? I'm with Trump. That ain't racist. He should be able to say, because he's the president. If you were saying it as Trump, you might say that, but the president of the United States is allowed to say to those women who are moaning, because that's all that side do, Democrats, if you don't like it, you can always go, you know, but we know what that thing is all about, you know, trying to cause crap with the president, because if anyone's not noticed, there's a pattern. Every time something comes out, impeach Trump, do this to Trump. Trump went to Epstein's Island. No, he didn't. Do your research and get your facts right. So, I'm sure, you know, all that's out there for everyone to see. It's all going on. It's all going off. It's all kicking off, yeah. Roll call, battle commander, I'm president. Winning, exactly. Daft Dems trying to impeach him. We're always trying to impeach him, you know? But what did she say, Omar, or whatever her name is? What did she say about 9/11? There's some people. Yeah. Anyway, let me see if I've got some snippety bits. I've not really been looking much, you know. It's all happening. It's all out there for everyone to see if you're looking in the right places. But I will read this out off Twitter. They're very desperate. Very desperate. Adam Schiff, right? I'm great now. Can anyone think what this might be? I know what it is. Assuming it to be. I'm gravely concerned about the threats of the deep fakes. A well-timed, convincing fake video, they would say that, wouldn't they, of a candidate could hijack the 2020 election and even change the course of history. I wonder what video it could be they're trying to make out that's fake. Could it be the Hillary Tarmac video? Would it be that one to try and say, you know, they have to put it in people's heads, oh, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. They always have to get there ahead of time. Just like with Epstein's Island, 3 hours later or something like that, Bill Clinton goes and makes a statement. All right, got in there a bit quick, didn't you? Why is that then? Guilty, are we? Guilty? Yeah. Yeah, Adam shit. Exactly. Adam shit. That's what Adam shit said. So, someone's put it could be Frazzle Drip. You know what the Frazzle Drip video is? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But they're trying to put it in people's heads. Don't look if a video comes out because it's fake. Yeah, you're fake news. So, we know how you work. They know something's coming out. I'm not saying it is that video, but they know something's coming out. Then they have to start making announcements about things, don't they? What you worried about there? Yeah. So, also, the funniest one I seen today on Twitter or Facebook or wherever it was, someone put out, I'm sure there's a video of him, yeah. I just have to laugh at this because he's always looked like an AI robot, doesn't look real, looks a bit dead behind the eyes. I'm going to have to show it again because it did make me laugh. Mark Zuckerberg sponsoring Area 51 raid to free his dad from captivity, because we all know Area 51's a distraction from what's going on, you know, Hollywood, the Epstein's Island thing, to get you looking over there when really you should be looking at the things that are going on that they're trying to keep you not looking at. Yes, this is hilarious. I've got paint all over my hands. I've just been painting, which I'll show you. Yeah, so if you can see that. Mark Zuckerberg sponsoring Area 51 raid to free his dad from captivity, which is Data from Star Trek, The New Generation, I think it was. That is hilarious because that really looks like him. Data was a robot. Hang on. Data was a robot, or whatever he was. So I find that really funny. I'm trying to blow it up. Yeah. See? You know, should round them up and put them. Well, there's lots of videos going around of Epstein's Island. They tried to blow the tunnels up, and that I would hate that job of going to that island. People might think, well, it's an island. It's what went on underneath it. It had tunnels in it. Oh, that'll be bulldozed down to smithereens, that place. So, oh, hang on. Waxman's been making avocado flatbread. That sounds nice. Have you seen the one with Bill Clinton having his makeup? No, but if he's having makeup on, I wouldn't be surprised, because has anyone seen him lately? Looks a bit like a vampire, you know, not getting the blood adrenochrome, whatever you want to call it. Ugh, dearie me. Yeah, Data was a robot. Yeah, he was a robot. That's what Mark Zuckerberg looks like, doesn't he? He doesn't. He's very awkward. Yeah, I've seen videos of him. He's very awkward guy. Just looking if anything else. Oh, someone was putting this up. These people are sick. And it was Liz, these people are sick. I think it's obviously a big tweet that someone's blown up and plastered somewhere. This is what we should be doing more of. They've took this tweet, blown it up and pasted it somewhere in the street saying, ever wondered why J.K. Rowling hates President Trump so much? Reports that child sexual abuse was rampant on the Harry Potter films. Those that scream the loudest are the most guilty, and usually always tied to child sex trafficking. Exactly. #Pizzagate, #Pedogate, #QAnon. That's what Q said. Those that scream the loudest. Why are they always shouting F Trump and they hate him so much? So, I've heard about her before. Also, we had happy anniversary yesterday to JFK Jr. I'd say 20 years missing, not 20 years dead. And someone put happy anniversary, eyes wide shut. In the eye, we know about the film Eyes Wide Shut, but in the film Eyes Wide Shut, there's #20 years. Tom Cruise is sat there with a newspaper saying, Lucky to be alive. I don't know if you can see. As if you look at some of the Q drops, a lot of things to do with JFK Jr. and what JFK Jr. did when he had the George magazine. He has a lot of drops everywhere done back then. That's how you can tell that the plan was in place a long time ago. Very long time ago. So just wanted to throw that one out there. Hi all that have come in. I'm just looking for any other bits and bobs. Someone's just put up Epstein's downfall and the crumbling of America's elites, which will domino effect around the world, because that is what's happening right now. Don't know if you can see it. Because some people have said to me and still say, why are you so interested in America? You're not American. Tell you what, if we didn't have America with us, with the world basically, with President Trump doing what he's doing with Q, we'd be fucked basically, you know? So if you know about Q and that, then you understand. But he's taking the regimes down in, you know, all around the world so we can break through, you know, cut those ties and break through. And a really good video me, Roxanne and 007 were just watching, and I know a lot of you know about this channel, is I don't know if it's Serial Brain 2, but I think it's on the and he does a lot of number matching there, and it'll blow your brains, because you're just like, I wouldn't have even got that. But some people are good at doing what they do. Where we go, when we go, oh yeah, some people are doing good what they do. This is why Q did what he did and dropped the drops for normal people like me and you patriots, because everyone sees something different in something, or a Q post or something somewhere, then they add it up and it joins the dots and it all happens together. That's what everyone's doing. Yeah, what happens here in America affects the UK also. Yes, it does, Tina D. What happens in America affects the world. That's why Trump always says America first and then the world, because it's bringing the deep state, elite state, whatever you want to call them, Lumafarty, whatever, you know, whatever you want to call them. Is
website's blocked? No, it's not. Connect to a remote VPN server and bypass any content.
And that's why people don't understand when I say that. So the channel called And We Know, it's Serial Brain 2. A lot of you might know about Serial Brain 2. Iran and the reason Trump misspelled locked, tight and straight. Because as I keep telling people who don't understand how Trump talks and gets offended, that's because you're not following Q and you don't understand what's going on. So you don't understand when he's saying things what it actually means. Coded.
First Lord of the Admiralty had before, during, and after the Golden Islamic Age, Persians have contributed significantly to the advancement of human society with inventions ranging from refrigeration, postal service, sulfuric acid, batteries, water management, chess, algebra, to the guitar. Among the most famous Persians, we count the very well-known Cyrus the Great, who founded the first Persian Empire, Ibn Sina, better known in the West as Avicenna.
Bit of that bit.
Well, I was looking forward to hearing what Serial Brain 2 would put together. I'll have to deal with it sooner or later. All of us leave behind final expenses such as funeral costs, medical bills. Here for the cabal, a rear base with nuclear weapons for leverage and protective purposes. The North Korea play. Q430. Who really controls North Korea? What families are protected using leverage? Bank, financial leverage?
Says, why is Iran protected? Why are they going on about Iran right in the news now? I think the UK said we were going over again. We're not going to war with them. But please check out And We Know, and that was entitled Serial Brain 2, Iran and the reason Trump misspelled locked, sight and straight, and all the other videos that are there too. And those of you who may not know may get a gist of what's really going on and why Trump says things the way he says it. Yeah, Serial Brain 2 is brilliant, and when he does breakdowns on the numbers and things adding up, as that's the numerology gematria thing we were talking about the other day on the Really Woke Show. If you haven't gone over to our other show called the Really Woke Show, please go over, find it, subscribe and like, because I think there's a premiere going up tomorrow as well if you haven't checked it out already. Also, because I'm not on for long tonight, I'm so tired. And we've had, the eclipse. Was it yesterday or was it today as well, depending on where you are? So energies again, all that stuff. Someone, Anon 66 on Instagram put this. I like this as well. If loving my country while hating its enemies makes me a racist, so be it. The left has overplayed their hand on this one. The world has sadly become a punchline. Anyone know what Jeff Foxworthy is up to these days? And it's true. If loving my country while hating its enemies makes me a racist, so be it. And we're not talking about the people of these countries, because a lot of people are brainwashed into hating other countries. It's the establishment, it's the system, it's these elites, it's these ones that have been ruling, it's the regime. That's why when Trump has flown around the world, he's taking the regimes down. That's why Kim Jong-un was set free. Kim Jong-un was under a regime. Lots of countries have been under a regime. Iran in the 70s or whatever weren't wearing all this cover-up stuff. They were wearing normal clothes like they did in the 70s until a regime came in and took over. So if anyone remembers way back, we had a drop called Free Iran, because it's free the people. People go on about Israel. We're talking about the people of these countries we want freed, not the bloody establishment, the government. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the people that know worldwide what's going on. There's people in Iran who are holding cue cards up. We've seen it. They know what's going on. They know it's not really the people of the UK that hate certain countries and the war this and the war that, because the wars are man-made by these elites. And, brainwashing us on TV to think somebody did something when they didn't. Yeah, the civilization, population, exactly. So they know it's that thing of the whole awakening again. They know once we all wake up, they can't play the silly games, as I keep saying, because to them it is one big game. Yeah, and Q did say Israel is for last. So we're just watching it all roll out. That's why I've not been watching too much, because you can see it all coming out. Impeach Trump again. Trump's a racist. He didn't say anything racist. If anyone actually listens to it without mainstream media putting their spin on it, So, and it's nothing wrong with saying your country first, Why wouldn't you? The country that you live in. Hello? So anyway, I'm going to go on to Stranger Things now, because I watched Stranger Things 1, I watched Stranger Things 2. Now, if you haven't watched 3 and you don't want to hear what I'm going to say about it, then you're going to have to switch off now. If you're not bothered of having a spoiler alert, then, because maybe you want to see what spin I saw on it, and then when you go and watch it, you can go and watch it. I won't say something about somebody in it, because I cried. I don't know, I won't say, because that's a bit of a spoiler alert, but I'm going to say what I saw. So I've seen Stranger Things 1, I've seen Stranger Things 2. I did a binge watch the other weekend. Yes, there is a Trump rally. Thanks for reminding me, Sandra. I think it's at Greensville or something. I don't think I'll be up for it. I'll probably have to catch it tomorrow, because obviously the time difference and I'm knackered. I need to catch up on some sleep, because I've been doing this for 2.5 years now with the Q thing, and it's not like in depth, but it's tiring. And you're always looking at stuff. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So I will be checking up on it, even if I wake up and I have to check up on it. But yeah, it's a series on Netflix. Now some people go, oh, Netflix. It's a series on Netflix. I've seen 1 and 2, and I binge watched weekend 3, because once I get into it, I have to watch it. Now it is a bit freaky, and in parts it's not scary, it's just weird, it's strange, but Stranger Things, I mean, it feels like where we are living right now, we're living in a very strange reality, because reality is not what we thought it was. We've been programmed to believe it's something, and it's not actually. It's not. We've been lied to. We all know this. The globalists have lied to us. But basically it is weird, and I'll show you a picture when I've talked about, because through the first one I was like, this is I don't, The second one was a bit like, can't remember the second one properly. So I've watched Stranger Things 3. Like I said, if you don't want to listen to this, switch off now. So I'm watching it. I'm going to have to try and remember now. So anyway, 11 in it, a girl called 11, she's called 11, I see that as the Great Awakening number. I also got told, if anyone was watching last week, about the numerology and gematria thing, and I got told I was a 22, which was an 11. And I actually found out that an old house I used to live at was 56, but 5 and 6 is what? I saw that as that sort of thing. It was set in the 80s, a bit like, hi, Sleeping Warrior. Anybody seen any evidence for, oh, give over. We're not talking about that at the minute. No, because there isn't any. So, see, you're trying to distract me. Yeah, 11. So, in Stranger Things, she's called Elle11. Now, Elle has got powers. Elle has got powers. And I think that maybe we all have. I'm talking about telepathy. All the Claires that I was supposed to come and talk about another day, which I will talk about if no one knows what I'm talking about. All the Claires. Clairvoyancy, you know, you've got different ones. Anyway, she can do certain things with her powers. But when she wants to go and see what someone's doing, she puts like an eye mask on and she ends up in this dark place with water. Dark, it's black and it's dark. I think of black goo. I think of well, basically she's what's the word called? She is oh, it's gone out of my head. Anyone knows about Max Spars, whatever his name was? She was oh, it's gone out of my head. She was, oh my god, something's not letting me get it out. She was, I was saying this to Roxanne, she was remote viewing. She was remote viewing, and that is where you sort of go in a trance or whatever you do. If you're meditating, and you can go and see what others are doing. You can go and be like a spy. And there's a lot of people that have talked about this, whether people believe it or not. And Max Spires, I think it's Spires, who was from the UK, who died, and when he went to a convention to talk about it, they called him a super soldier because he could do certain things. When he died, they reckon he was poisoned. He had black goo coming out of his mouth. Now, if anyone's heard about black goo or done research on black goo, it's very strange. Well, there was a lot of black goo I noticed in Stranger Things 3, because when Billy, the boy in it, the one who turned a bit evil because he had entity sort of stuck to him, this plasma looking thing, this thing, like a demon-y sort of thing made out of blood and stuff, and that makes me think of that side. But it was like a big plasma thing, but it stuck to him. It was like an entity that got into him, you know, made him do things, but at the end it stuck to him with all its tentacles, you know, them tentacles that get everywhere, you know, sits on top of the so-called globe, yeah, right, sticking its tentacles everywhere. Went into him, but when it came out, he did die, but it was like black goo. It wasn't blood that came out, it was like black goo, so that was making me thinking, there was a machine in it. The machine looked like CERN to me, because it was a big rotating thing. I don't mean it looked like CERN, but I think it was representing CERN. It was opening a gate to this other dimension, which was not good, because it was letting these demon-y, plasma-y, funny things out of it that shouldn't have been there, but they said, you brought us in, you know. Anyone knows about CERN and stuff. You know, there was all the CERN stuff in there. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Oh yeah, it was set in the 80s. It's a bit like Goonies and E.T., that sort of thing, because it was showing you stuff from the 80s, which was quite good to watch, when the girls were cooing over a magazine with the old Karate Kid in it, which was quite funny. But that sort of reminds me about us, those of us that are my age. Don't have to be my age, I'm 42 by the way, younger, you know, or older. But remember, in the 80s, it's like a wake-up call to, like, I don't know, it was just a wake-up call, because a lot of us from the 80s and before, not saying people after aren't, are waking up, have been waking up since then. Hi. Also, I've got a picture to show you anyway, but also at the end, something happens and I was very upset. But at the end, it says 3 months later. Now, in the 3 months later, because I'm sure this is a film from the Alliance, it talks about, oh, well, you know, they went after the government, and they went after this, and they went after that, and they went after the satanical sexual trafficking ring or something like that, blah, 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 blah. something about the president, and it was all the things basically we're looking into now, and went, oh, a big conspiracy. And I thought, boom, this film has been done by the Alliance side, if you get what I'm saying, because I don't know anybody in it apart from Winona Ryder. Yes, we know there's a lot of actors and actresses that are bad, but they're not all bad. She was a bit back from way back, so I don't know. But then, because I've been thinking about Stranger Things 3, thinking, well, this world is strange. This world is strange. The more you know, it's upside down. They did call it in Stranger Things 1 or 2 the upside down world, because basically it is upside down. It's that yin and yang thing, isn't it? If there's good, there's evil. So, but you know, if you're on to Q and you watch it and you see the end of it, or with all the so-called conspiracies, it was like, well, isn't that what's going on? Then I get sent this off my dad from Twitter. Someone talking about Stranger Things 3. But I know T. Taylor was mentioning Stranger Things 3. Unbiased on the Fence was talking about Stranger Things 3. So it's in the consciousness, as we all know when you can see it. Yes, as above, so below. I'm always shouting that out. So I'm going to show you this picture now. If you haven't seen Stranger Things 3, you wouldn't have, you might be thinking, and what? Well, Stranger Things 3. Why is Alice in Wonderland's White Rabbit featured prominently in a missing girl's bedroom? Now, in a missing girl's bedroom, there is this rabbit, because Q says, follow the rabbit, follow the white rabbit. Everyone goes about going down the rabbit holes. We all know about Alice in Wonderland and who's Alice? Hillary. Also, if you haven't seen it, in 1, they're trying to find, a son goes missing, and she's trying to find a son, but she's connecting and communicating through lights going off with him. I see that as energy. It's electrical, electrical. But she writes the alphabet on the wall, so where the lights go off, she can see what he's trying to say. Is JFK Jr. ever going to come out? Well, yeah, when the time's right. But if you're looking, you'll have seen him anyway. I have, at the rallies and stuff. He's always there. So whatever light goes over the alphabet, she can write it out and find out what he's saying, a bit like when we talk about numerology the other day. But has anyone noticed anything about the alphabet, folks? Aye. Anyone noticed anything about the alphabet? Look a bit, anything? If I can get it in focus, hang on. You see if I can get it in focus. Anyone notice anything sticking out? Anywhere? Anybody? Anything look a little bit on its own slightly? There's a big gap somewhere. Oh yeah, the Q seems to be sort of sitting on its own. So there's one of them. Also in this tweet was this. Because when you're watching films, the clues are in the background. That's why I'm saying they do put it in the films. Whether this is an Alliance side or not, it's supposed to be the law of one. Now in the background, I don't actually know where this is, in the shop or the house or somewhere. There's a few things on the wall now. There's a star in the background, it's supposed to be a police star. It looks a bit like Israel, I don't know. But underneath it, it says tornado shelter area and storm action plan. What's coming? What's here? What's arrived? Storm. I'm telling you, there was a lot in that series, and the end bit was amazing when it says 3 months after, and you're like, ah, shit, yeah. That is what's happened. People will look at that film and go, oh well, they're trying to say it was a conspiracy. No, that's actually what's going on. Of what they were saying at the end about the government and satanic rings and this, that and the other. So I advise you to, if you haven't started the series, go and watch it. It's a bit freaky, a bit weird. It's not a horror though, and get through them. And if you've not watched 3, go and watch it, see if you can see what I can see. But I was like, yeah. I mean, don't forget, we had Chronicles of Christmas on last year. That was a Q film. And if people don't know, it was a Q film. It had so many links in it, so many. You could, if you know about the Q drops, you'd just be like, oh, shit. Even on the jumpers, on the things they were using, that was aimed at JFK Jr. as well, the Kennedys, because it was the two kids at the beginning and what the nicknames were, and the father died in it, and we all know about Santa Claus of the United States. So if you know what I'm talking about, those of you who know, those of you who don't, but that's okay. Trying to think if there's something else out there. Yes, I watched that the other night, Sally Mason. I did watch that. It was brilliant. I was going to shout it out. I did watch the film the other night with Kiefer Sutherland and the autistic boy, and I can't think what it's called. And it's called... I'm going to look for it right now because it was brilliant, and it was all to do with numbers and the patterns and how he matched up the numbers that meant things were going to happen, and you could stop things from happening, how it's divinely, oh yeah, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah. Sorry, trying to look for it. Right, hang on. Yay! It was called Touch. It was really, really. He sees everything, the past, the present, and the future, all connected. And predict a future. I wrote this down. He said something like, we're all energy, we're all magnetic, electrical energy, something like that. Yeah, it's called Touch, and it's on Netflix, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's about numbers. So after us talking about numbers on the Really Woke show, I didn't even know that was there. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, how numbers connect, because that is a secret language. I'm just coming in, must be off topic. I've noticed how Trump is being attacked on Twitter, especially the squad. I really hope Donald J. Trump will be re-elected. He will be re-elected, there's no doubt about it. Yes, he is being attacked, but it's from that side, and they know they're losing and they're in panic and they ain't going to win. It doesn't matter what they do, they're not going to win. They have everything systematic. You're watching the systematic, what is it, the old guard being brought down. We win, basically, you know. Dolly, have you used the Hebrew? I don't know how. Trying to teach myself. Yeah, the English one sort of matches up the same. You can see videos on it. It's really, really good. But if you watch Touch, I have watched Touch, very well done. It was very well done. I watched it after Stranger Things, went through and watched that, saw what I saw in that, was like, it's got to be an alliance, just like I believe this film is made by the alliance. This was one of the songs that was sang at the parade. The Greatest Showman. Trump's The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Show. What makes The Greatest Show? Actors. And there's a lot of actors out there. We all know it's a stage, the show that they're all on. And Trump is playing his part, but he's playing his part for the good side. Do you know what I mean? It's all a big game of chess, but, you know, real things are happening. And I did hear someone say again the other day on someone's video, don't know who it was, about all this people in the spiritual side who do, I say spiritual side as in doing a lot of videos with spiritual stuff, and the ones that are saying, don't look at this stuff. Not real. Well, bollocks to that, because that's another side, I believe, that I'm not saying these people are shills. There are some of them that are. It's just that whole thing of, you can't say don't look there. We're a part of both worlds. It is important. And I think there's a lot of people that, even in the spiritual side, that don't want to talk about it because they're in fear. You know, it's not raised my energy. It's not made me go down in the dumps like some people are reporting about the whole Q makes you depressed. Yeah, it can make you feel sad about stuff, but it still raised me up because, like I said, the truth will set you free. So all this, when people go, oh, you shouldn't be looking here and you shouldn't be looking at that. No, I see that as wrong, because that's another thing of, so if nobody did anything, yes, I know how energies work and all that, and there's other stuff beyond that, but it wouldn't have got out fast enough if people weren't speaking out about it. Never mind going, let's not talk about it, let's all go and meditate. Yes, I do believe in the power of meditation, because it is an energy, but I see two sides to it, and I look at both sides, and I think being very aware of it is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Yes, the boy in it was autistic, and that's why they say a lot of autistic children are like angels. They see things others don't. They don't see what we see. They see it in a different way, numbers and things like that. They're very regiment with things because that's how they see the world, and that's why that film was brilliant. And there's a lot of people who talk out there on the spiritual realms, and people with kids with certain things that they know they're special, not as in the way people say, oh, like special needs. No, they're special as in they see beyond the veil. They see these things we don't always see. They feel these things we don't always see, like a sixth sense and stuff like that. So yeah, like blind people, exactly, because they're using the senses and they're not going through being programmed of what we've been told by the mainstream media. That's why they say some of the QAnons are autistic. They use autistic people because they say autistic people, when they're into their routine of something and they're fixated on something, and people might say, oh, they're very, you know, every day maybe they do the same thing and they're onto patterns and stuff. They're very, what's the word, like obsessed with it. They can block out all the crap and they're just honing in on what they're honing in on, and that's really good. And I think Trump's son Barron, I think, didn't he have a slight autistic spectrum? I think, if I'm right. Yeah, sensory, exactly, it's sensory, and that's the thing that a lot of people out there forget about, even scientists, or then people are on different channels going, oh, what are you talking about, airy fairy fluffiness? It's not, it's sensory. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Energy is around us all the time. I can't see it, but it's here. You feel the frequency and energy when you meet other people and you've got that vibe about them. You know, there's radio waves going around, all that stuff. People say, it's like, well, it's there. Doesn't mean just because you can't see it, it's not there. Air's there. I can't see it, but if it's windy, I can feel it. You know, so yeah. So a lot of those children with different, you know, spectrums of stuff are very special children, as in they know, you know, they know. So yeah. Yeah, we only have a small spectrum of frequencies we can see. Yeah, and I do believe if we opened our minds more in the pineal glands and all that, because that's what they've dumbed down and stuff, we'd be seeing a lot more. It's like the DMTs and everything. People go on about DMT. Not that I've done it myself. Yes, they see all these spiritual, some people call them aliens and elves and this and that. Yes, I believe in all that, but I don't believe it's a thing that you need to have all the time. It's just showing you that what is there, but we all hold it within us. Plants have it in us, we do, but it's been dumbed down and shut off and stuff like that because of stuff we eat and things that's in food. And, you know, I don't even believe everyone can get away from it, because even the vegan side, they put shit in that food as well. You know, these ones are making it vegan trendy, and it's people like Richard Branson bringing a new burger out. Richard Branson? I think he's being reported about Epstein's Island as well, isn't he? Yeah, I've heard about that. Cats have a broader spectrum. Yeah. Well, that's why when people go on about little witches, on the light side, by the way, and they always had a cat, the familiar, and the cats could sense things. I mean, dogs can as well, you know. Yeah, true. Baron has a slight case of he is a genius like his dad. Exactly. 4-dimensional chess player as well, apparently. So, So, yeah, just saying, there's lots of things going on. There's lots of good stuff out there. Like I said, if you haven't seen Stranger Things 3, go and watch it. It's a bit freaky, but it's not scary. And get to season 3 at the end when it says 3 months later. And watch the film Touch with Kiefer Sutherland in about his son. And it was... I think I watched all of it. Maybe I didn't watch all of it. If I haven't, I'll go and finish it off tonight. But I think I did. You know, I see a lot of films on Netflix now that are better than some of the stuff that was on there, because we know Obama was thinking with Netflix coming in as a partner or something like that. Branston's Island is very close to Epstein's. I know. And it's like, oh yeah, he had an island as well, didn't he? And his aeroplanes and but he's been called out as well. So, you know. So, anyway, I've probably got loads of other stuff to say because there's that much going on. But, and someone put on the Facebook page, I stand with the 4 Congress women. I went, I don't stand for their intentions, because you'll be finding out that that woman, Omar, is a liar anyway. Oh, and I just want to show you something really good. I think my dad sent it. I want to show you this. Let's see this video. I'll just show you this. Oh no, it wasn't. It was on Facebook. Let me have a look. Right. So on Twitter, there's a guy called I don't know what his name is. But let's see what this I think he's a Muslim guy, but let's see what he's got to say. And I was like, yeah.
I'm in Auschwitz in Poland. This is where millions of Jews were killed, part of the Holocaust. This is just one of areas that the big crimes took place. I've just come back from this place we visited. It's very important that the message going out that this never happens again. That the atmosphere for this
Thank you, Maggie.
is never created again. That we do not pave the way for these crimes to happen again. And if there's a specific message and a particular message that I would like to get out from this visit, that the American Congress focusing on serving the American people should not be a platform Islamist members of the American government to preach their hate against the Jewish people. Jewish people will remain a minority and have remained a minority. If this situation continues, then this minority is persecuted once again. And we need to make sure that this never happens. It is very sad to see.
Yes, crosshatch, we were lied about a lot of things in World War II, definitely.
What is happening with
the fact that Hitler never died as well.
People like Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, absolute frauds and Islamists, promoting hatred against the Jewish people. Ilhan does not believe that the Jewish people or the Jewish nation has the right to exist. Shame on her. And shame on those who voted for her and are staying silent. We should do everything we can to promote this and make sure that the American government allow these people that platform. Raise your voices against hatred. Some people love. I never thought that I would ever come here and respect someone who hated them.
Exactly. This guy's woke up. This guy knows. He looks Muslim. He's saying that about the Congresswoman, as we all know, because we all know what she stands for. And this is why I said on my Facebook to somebody, I don't stand for them women. I do not stand for their intentions, because we know what they really are. So for that guy to say what he said, he can see what's coming on. No, he isn't white. No, he isn't black. You know what I mean? And he's saying it. So what are they going to call him? Racist? You know what I mean? It's like, people know you know. But the sheeple don't know. It's not their fault. They're brainwashed. This is what I keep saying. You know. Yeah, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Meaning, I'm just so tired. The world is not what you think it is. No, it's not. And that's why I love that bit on John Thor's show on that. This world is not what you think it is. Because it's not what you think it is. Where we live, I don't believe, you know, I'm sorry, people who don't like this, but I don't believe it's a sphere, a globe as what they say. Yes, there could be a toroidal field around it that makes it look like a sphere, so they're sort of telling the truth in a sense. But no, I don't believe it is, because the globalists lie, and one of the biggest things is the globe. And they say, you know, it's spinning through space at blah, blah, blah. We're not the centre of the universe. There is no creator. Do as you want. No, sorry. We are the centre of the universe. There is a creator, because there's things aren't a coincidence that add up when you're looking into certain things with numbers and this, that and the other, and it's a divine, something divine there. I'm not religious, but I know there's something divine there. I heard that Biden won't be running. Yeah, apparently, well, let's face it, doesn't matter if he does or not, he's not going to win. He's not going to win. These people are not elected and these people are selected, but you know, he won't get nowhere. The new EU president wants a Green Deal for Europe. Yeah, that's the way of trying to get in, is it? Because we all know about, you know, global warming. It's a hoax. So like I said, please check out And We Know channel with Serial Brain and the Iran thing and all that. That's why they're moaning about Iran at the minute. We are Earth. Heart. We are. So I believe Earth is Eden, is the heart of the, what do you want to, I don't know anymore what's what, but heart of the universe, whatever, the cosmos, as above, so below. It still doesn't mean to me if we find out we have got round planets, or is that just the toroidal field of every place? It doesn't still mean that we're not flat, whatever model that is, because I don't know what model it is. But, you know, you can't bet your mortgage Biden will be running. No, you definitely can't, Dad. So, yeah, Max Spires, is it? Yeah, I talked about Max Spires before. That's why I said in the series Stranger Things 3, she is... that word's just gone out of my head again. She is in the dark and she's doing a... What did I say it was called? Yeah, the black goo. The black goo is in Stranger Things 3. She's in the dark. Anyway, not astral projecting. What did I say? It's got remote viewing. She's remote viewing. That's what he was supposed to have done. That's what Max was supposed to have done. If you want to know about Max Spires, just... I don't know if Tapper can get it up, but that's all over YouTube. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter. But like I said, this world is not what you think it is. I believe we're capable of more. Also, just before we go, in... just arrested ex-Peruvian president, California, child stuff. Well, that's funny because they've asked us to watch California at the minute. Yeah, all the child trafficking stuff is coming down the rings and everything. So, like I said, we're watching. You know, the dam's about to break. The cracks are there. You know, it's about to... Woof. Like I said, 11 in Stranger Things 3 has powers. I believe we all do. We all have these hidden powers we don't know about. If that's part of these, whatever it is, I believe there's a lot of people who are telepathic. That's going to start coming in a bit more. Me and Roxanne behind the scenes today, we're talking to 007, and I had my microphone on mute, and she didn't see my mouth moving because she had her head down. And I said something, and it was on mute, and she replied back to me, and we both went, "Oh my God!" I'm on mute, and she went, "No, I didn't even see your mouth moving." She went, "But you said," and she said the exact same thing that I said, and we were both like, "What?" And I've also done it with another friend she had at her house. When he stopped talking, I was saying something. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but we were sort of answering each other's questions. It was weird. So. Yeah, also, before I go, I showed this today, twice actually, one of my little sketches from this morning. I did this in the morning, and it was to say, be your own queen, wear your own crown. You don't need permission to wear a crown and shine, you know, meaning look after yourself, love yourself, be your own little queen. You don't need anyone to tell you, you know, you're good, this, that and the other. You can put your own little crown on. Also... I did this book ages ago, some people have seen. I've just come across it again. I just forget that I've got stuff. I've just started doing a few pages because those of you who haven't seen it, it was a book that I just paint on. So it was a book with furniture in that I just paint on and stick in. Like I said, when I get time, I will come and show you again. And you just paint over it. And like I said, it was just a book that I've turned into an art journal. And oh, hang on, Miss Q. Like this. These pictures. This was a collage. And then I've just put a page together. I'll show you when I've sketched on it, because I've just put this together. That's still drying. And then I will Miss Q, where are you from? Because Revel, wherever he is, he's probably in here. I'm still needing his email because he wanted a bag. Like I said, I've got to send to America. Don't know how much that is going to cost. I'd have to find out where you are and how much P&P it would be. I can't remember my password. Australian. Yeah, I'm on PayPal. You can set another account up, but yeah, 3 bags Australia. I can do 3 bags. Yeah, nice chair, Dad. Yeah, thanks, Dad. I manifested this. Obviously I can do 3 bags. I'd have to go and get it weighed and find out how much it is for P&P and all that stuff, because like I said, I've never sent anywhere else out of the UK, so you know. But if you do, you can find me on Instagram, which is Dolly Daydream, and you can message me over there if anyone's seen anything they want. And thanks, Rachel, for ordering again. And I can normally through PayPal, so you can make a new account up. Yeah, and then you can message me either on here somewhere or on Instagram, Dolly Daydream. I'm sure you'll find me because it's just all my arty stuff on there when I put it on. I like the drawings in your book journal. Yeah, I'll be going through pictures in my journal again, maybe this weekend when I've got some free time. Yeah, it can be mega expensive, that's the only thing, but I can do bags and I can find out how much it would cost, but if people are willing to pay, then you're willing to pay. Do you know what I mean? I can go with the weight of it, find out, and then let you know, and then obviously you pay P&P on top of the price, and then it's up to you, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, bags are pretty light, aren't they? They're not like, it's not like I'm sending you you know, a box full of bricks or something. It's not going to be, yeah, you're willing to pay, well, there you go. So I can always take 3, wrap it up, take it to the post office of, you know, I don't know, what is it called, airmail or something, I don't know. Money means nothing. Thank you. So yeah, but you can find me on Instagram, because I've had a bit of a week or so not creating that much, not because I haven't had any ideas, I just needed a rest, you know. I don't normally rest. I'm always drawing in bed, drawing when I'm having a coffee break, drawing in the morning, drawing when I'm watching a film. So, you know, yeah, money is worthless, exactly. But we need it at the minute, but yeah, it is, you know. But Callum Allen, I can see you. Thank you very much. So yeah, there's all that. I'm trying to think if there was anything. Oh yeah, this chair, I was saying before, I manifested this chair. Say hi to Callum. I manifested this chair because the other day, it might have been the same day, I said this before, I was thinking I need a computer chair with wheels on it because my other one hasn't got wheels on it. And I thought I need an office chair, but I can't afford an office chair at the minute. Next minute, my dad rings me. I've not said nothing to him. Do you need an office chair? Because I'm getting rid of one. And I was like, yes, I do need an office chair. I was just thinking, I need an office chair. It's only about £10 to Australia for bags and other lightweight items. How do you know? Have you just checked? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, because it's lightweight, so it depends if you want me to, if you've got any ideas of what bags you want me to do. You know, I've still got a mermaid bag left. I've got one for Revel, but I don't know what's going on there, but it's still sat there. Maybe he's waiting for me to come to New York, I don't know. But I still have got a... I'll show you. I still have got a mermaid bag. It's a bit crumpled up at the minute, but I still have got a mermaid bag. I think, yeah, it's supposed to have a keyring on this one. It's not on it yet. I still have the mermaid bags. I still have... Oh, this is one that's not finished yet. This is not finished. I still have... A friend's supposed to be buying this, so I need to know if she definitely wants it. But I can make others similar, so it doesn't matter. Was a little Twit2 little birdie bag. And it's got little polka dots on the back as well. But there's a little Twitty2, My Little Design, little birdie bags. But I can make similar designs up, so it doesn't matter. Can I order it for Christmas? Yeah, you can order for Christmas. If you can go, like I said, you can go over on my Instagram. I've got cards and stuff. I need to start throwing a few more things up there so you can see what I've got. But yeah, this one I'm still finishing off. It's nearly finished. It's just I'm trying to do the mandala on the back of it. So, you know, it's a bit like a sort of what do they call it? Like a festival girl. Festival girl. So yes. But I tend to do a lot of my faces, or you can ask for something like I did my mum the hair gazing moon, is it moon gazing hair sort of one I did. I did my dad's wife, was it a moon, an owl? I did an owl bag. What's the size of the bag? I don't know what the size is. I'd have to measure it when I put it up, but they're quite, if I stand up, they're quite quite a decent size. You know, they're quite a decent size shopping bag. And the funny thing is, my son's nana, I made her a bag with an elephant on it because she loves elephants. It's a cute little elephant, so I can do custom designs. And her husband loves it that much. He said, this is my favourite shopping bag. You know, just a shopping bag. It's just it's a canvas, you know, a canvas. And you can wash them as well. You can wash this, and he loves it. And I was just laughing because I just thought he's going around with a little elephant with a flower on its head. It's hilarious. So you know, you can ask me for a design, but it'll be what I come up with. You know, because I have to do what I come up with. But yes, thank you to anyone who's interested. Like I said, you can go over to Instagram. You can tell I'm tired. So thank you. So. I don't know what else I was going to say. I'm still half asleep. I will show you this when I've put some more stuff on it. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this. But now it reminds me of Stranger Things because there's floaty bits floating around in Stranger Things. Like I said, someone putting that post up. I know, and my dad can verify, if that's the right word, but I said to him the other day, watch Stranger Things free. I'm sure that's part of the Elite. I've seen this and that. And then it was my dad who sent me them pictures with the queue in it and the storm and the all that. And I was like, when you watch the end of it and it says 3 months later, you'll be like, no way, they just said it in a film. Smack bang in a film at the end. CERN and everything's in it. It was brilliant. I liked it. So, Janine, go on Facebook and sell via Facebook. Yeah, I'm on Facebook as well. So you can find me on there, Janine Flannery. And you'll know it's me because it's got a Q on it. All I post is Q and Trump, Q and Trump, Q and Trump. Everyone's got sick of it, but I really don't care. You've got to share this information. You know? Gotta put the truth out there. So, yeah, so someone said, I can't remember in chat about California. We got told to watch California, so that's all adding up. I'm actually just going to go over and see if anything's dropped. It's the 17th today, people, and there's a rally tonight. If I don't get to watch it, I'll be watching it first thing in the morning. And yeah, but Dad, we were just saying we watched Serial Brain before, and they know, and we know. He goes in that to gematria, I can't even say it, that numerology, like in depth. Whoa, I've just been doxed. I've doxed myself anyway. I don't care, because I mean, if they know, don't they? I mean, you know, a lot of people know. Like, let me see. Who you are for? You talk about me? So, what am I looking for? I am looking for QAnon.pub, QMap.pub, QMap. Have a look. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm just glad people are starting to join the dots now. Not even people who are on this train are joining the dots. It's, yeah. Oh no, it's still, the last drops are still like a false narrative part of the disinformation campaign. You know, with Trump being so racist. So racist. You know, he's just so racist. I mean, yeah, he looks really racist, doesn't he? You know, he looks really racist. I mean, you know, just ridiculous. But like I said, there was a few things I've just talked about, and that little video I showed before of the puzzling guy. Yes, I do still pull cards. Callum, I might actually do it because I've not done it for ages. But yeah, the Epstein thing's out there. Like I said, they're trying to distract with Area 51. We're all storming Area 51. Yeah, good distraction. Are you going to start going on about Antarctica now as well? Just because Epstein Island's everywhere, you know. But you can't stop what's coming, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll pull a card. Back in the day, he dated yes, he did date a lovely girl from Trinidad, because I seen a picture of her. Yes, he did. Yeah. Not being moody with anyone. I'm not talking to you, so what are you going on about? Talking to chat. I want a copy of the JF. Yeah, I've got. The only thing is, that's just fell out, but I'll do 3. You know, magic number. That print, I can print it out because I showed you, but my printer's just ran out of ink because I've been faffing with my printer. I got it working. I've been faffing with it and messing with it and messing, so now I've ran out of ink. So I've got to wait till the end of the month to get my ink in, and then I can start printing a few stuff off, because I am selling as prints, like I said before, as prints with the JFK Jr. one as a print, and I've got little tubes I can roll them up in so they're not going to get squashed, and then it's up to you to put them in a frame. But you know, these that was a smaller frame, obviously that was a bit of a bigger frame, but I just think they look nicer in here. This isn't a frame, it's just like a cardboard mount, but you can put them into a frame that they fit into. But I will be printing off my artwork and selling it. So, and then it's a little bit cheaper because it's not the original. Some of the stuff I may do original to sell. And I may start doing canvases, even though they'll be heavier to send, but you know. So I'll do 2 more. Interesting, Donald J. Trump stood up for Pelosi for not being racist as the... remember, he does things and says things for a reason. Love the blue... Yeah, I love the blue lady. Oh, hang on, there's a card turned over that needs to be turned the right way. So... And if my dad's in... Are your twinkles twinkling, Dad? Have you been looking, seeing as You got them when I touched you. When I touched your hand the other day. Like transferring the you know. Hi, James. Yeah, I'm going in a minute. I was supposed to be going before. So, got great things in the pipeline that you're going to be finding out about soon. Not just with me, with my little crew. Ooh, you're going to be so happy, folks. I can't even tell you. You're going to be so happy. I'd just say, Callum, just stop going on about it. It's not a big deal. You know. Well, I was talking about I will tell you, Tapper777, because you went over to T Taylor's channel. I was talking about them. He said he couldn't see them. He hasn't been able to see them when I post them. He came round the other day and I said they were so pig and sparkly than ever in the sunlight. Noticed it's light activated, especially in the sun, because it was hot the other day. All up my arm. They're doing it now. Really, really twinkly. And he saw it, and then he went, I can't see it, and then he saw it, and then I looked on my dad's hand, they weren't there, but when I went like that, where I'd put my hand, they were there, and then my dad had them on his hand. So I said, oh, you got to keep checking now, you got to keep checking. It's a bit like that thing, if you touch a doorknob and your frequency, your thing, and then, yeah, and then people collect it, don't they? So, still reminds me of that video, Can You Feel It, with Michael Jackson sprinkling the sprinkles everywhere, you know? So, hi, Cern. I call you Cern. Not that Cern, though. Why are you saying silly things? Oh, dear me. Twinkling tonight, who knew, being woke for so long. Never seen twinkles before. Waxman's got the twinkles. See? Touched my dad's palm, and now my dad's got the twinkles. Never seen them before, until I you know, it's like that thing. I tagged me dad. My dad's got him. Have you looked under the light, Dad? Mad. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the different colours. Mine are different colours now. They used to be silver. They're not silver anymore. They're like pink and gold and whatever. So, yeah. I guess that, to me, that's like the frequency thing. Cycles. That's all I can say. Regurgitate. I'm just waiting. Yay, more twinkling people, exactly. Oh my god, I've just realised what has happened. That's weird today. That's matched up in a pattern again. Oh my days. I can't speak about it, but this is weird. Mind you, it's all about patterns. I'm not interested in giving you a taxi. Stop moaning about it. Just enjoy the chat, or who's in chat. Oh. Oh. Alright, so 4's come out. Well, we've got, as we were talking, every time, renewal of peace. Because that is what's happening. Renewal of peace. Like the guy just said, the Muslim guy that I put the video up with before, talking about, you know, he even knows what's going on, talking about renewal of peace. Not all this fakeness, fake wars and all this. Renewal of peace. Then there's the vulnerability. I see that as, we've all been quite vulnerable, and we're still quite vulnerable at the minute. Lots of people reporting they're feeling tired. I'm tired at the minute, tired and stuff. But as I see her resting, I think there is a lot of rest due. There'll be a lot of rest due as this rolls out more and people can see, especially for people who've been trying to get it out. Also, this is a big thing, as I was talking about before, intuition. There's a lot of intuition. And this is where I'm talking about the clairvoyances, different clairs, because like I said before with Roxanne the Globalist and I, when she knew what I said today without seeing my lips move and I was on mute and she said to me what I'd said and we both looked at each other, as soon as we said it we both went like that and went, oh my God, what? So that was really funny today, but I do believe in that. Where twinkling stars trump twinkles too, when you sweat they really magnify it. Water, yeah, they're really, really, really twinkly. I'm always like this, but I've noticed it's up here now and everywhere. And then the last one, because we've had this before, which is one of the cards that I like, is clear out the old, because that's that is what's happening. Clearing out of the old guard, like Q said, you are watching the systematic, fall of the old guard. That's what's happening. You know, people who can't see that need to research a lot more, because it's happening all over. You know, and there's loads of people resigning worldwide, there's loads of things happening, there's loads of this happening, there's loads of, as we know, as what we've seen, as what we spoke about, as what's I need to watch the Trump rally either first thing in the morning, what's going to be said there, what they're trying to do, you know, it's just amazing. So yeah, so that's good. So I'm going to go, because I wasn't supposed to be staying on that long. These orchids fell off my orchid plant and I've got quite a few of them, so I'm going having a bath with some orchid flowers and crystals, and I have been putting crystals in the water as well. Roxanne was laughing at me the other day. The light is incoming, Q is right, a new piece will be had. Yeah, and there's like lots of things going on that people are not going to believe, but like I said, manifestation's very, very high at the minute. I've only been asking for little things. I put a chair out there and it came. There's loads of different things going on with that. You know, El Capo sentenced to life, US to go after 12 billion illegal gains. Yeah. It's just bonkers. Like I said, Epstein's Island was the key in one of my eyes, because the downfall of them, and who else was there, because there was loads of people, Prince Andrew, Naomi Campbell, all those celebrities and all that's going to start rolling out to Hollywood. Not all the Hollywood actors, but you know, there's a lot that have been, you know, so this is where it begins, and this is why they're trying to impeach Trump again, because oh my God, they have to impeach him for everything. It just makes me laugh. I'm very careful of what I wish for, thank you very much. I wish for the right things. That's why it doesn't work like that, what you just pops up in your head. Otherwise, if you thought of an elephant, you'd have an elephant in your front room, wouldn't you? But yeah, so where we go one, we go all. And I'm just amazed that, I don't know, there's just amazing things going on right now. And like I said, there's other good things coming on, the other things that we're doing. And that's why I put that picture up the other day, smiling my head off, because I was just like, smiling's very contagious. That's how I feel right now. But like I said, there's loads of distraction out there, like Area 51. But like I said, the hilarious, I'm going to show it again because it just made me laugh my head off, was, don't forget it's the 17th today, and yesterday was the 16th of the 20 years missing of JFK Jr. Yeah. Remember what it said on the paper? Lucky to be alive. Oh, there was someone who did a video. Let me just see if I'll tell you who else is hilarious. Mark Dice. Mark Dice went to the White House. Who was he talking to? Acosta. It was hilarious. Mark Dice talking to Acosta was hilarious. I love that guy, he's so funny. I'm just going to see if I can find a guy talking about the Coast Guard. Now, the Coast Guard's name, I can't remember, but if anyone's done the research, they'll realise that the Coast Guard, who was speaking about JFK Jr.'s, when he went down in the plane, JFK Jr., and the person matched it up and went, It's the same person who's on Cue the Plan to Save the World at the beginning talking, well, no shit, Sherlock, because we've been saying that. You can blatantly tell. So let me see. Oh, there's new videos up. Who's that? Storm Upon Us, Dark to Light. Oh my God, The American Prophet. Please check that channel out. I'm going watching it, having a bath straight after this, because Dark to Light episode, American Prophet is a brilliant channel. You need to go and sub to Jenny Hatch because she had a channel brought down. It's back up. She needs more subs. Just let me see if I can find this video, because we were like, we've said this. That's why the Coast Guard name was shouted out, the helicopter at the parade. And underneath the helicopter, it said Endgame. How much you betting that was JFK Jr. in that helicopter? Anyway, let me see. Going on. That stupid woman. Mark Dice, you are ace. Please go and check Mark Dice's video out. I actually don't know where this... No, I don't know what video I was watching, but let me show you a bit of Mark Dice because it was bloody hilarious. When he was talking to Acosta. He's a dickhead, sorry, let's watch it. It's hilarious.
Hey, Jim.
Jim Acosta, that's it.
How's Mom? So you just pull out these corny lines, Jim. My book beat yours on Amazon.
Is that right? Wow.
It did. The true story of fake news.
Were you able to color inside the lines?
This is how arrogant.
Triggered.
Jim, this is how arrogant you guys are, though. I'm just a YouTuber on my laptop in my kitchen, and my book sold more than yours, Jim. My YouTube videos get 1/3 of Anderson Cooper's views, and you're disrespecting me.
Because normal people are getting more views, and this is being reported, than the actual news people and reporters, because we are the news now. They're not real reporters. When you go and watch And We Know channel with the Iran thing, it shows you in there about the 1950s when way back then there was real reporters, but they started getting in because they're not real reporters.
Because you're so arrogant, Jim.
That's the case. Hey, since you're working me on before you guys.
Hey, thanks for unblocking me on Twitter, though. Jim, I think you owe me an apology for thinking that I make my YouTube in my mother's basement. Make them in the kitchen, Jim. On my laptop.
It's your mother's
No,
basement. I
but
apologize.
seriously, though.
Let me just correct the record.
In Mark Dice's kitchen.
Sorry that I said it.
My kitchen. And this just shows you how arrogant you are about the new social media technology.
Great if you find a size.
Writing best-selling books and becoming a top YouTuber and being a social influencer, supporting the president, debunking fake news from the Clown News Network.
Down for yourself.
Yeah.
The thing you'll find out, Callum, that Mark Dice isn't the reality one. TV. It's not reality TV. It's not the way you think it is.
I'm living the dream, Jim. It's amazing. God has blessed me so much. This is a divine appointment, Jim.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who he is, he's trolling Jim Acosta. Do you know who Jim Acosta is? Do you know the story about Jim Acosta? He's trolling him.
Oh, it's great to hear. You know, you're a hell of an American. Like what you're.
Their TV reality, Jim
Thank you so
Costa.
much. It really is. I feel that every day.
I just hope that you.
Mark Dice is a real person.
I hope you.
You sound like a broken record.
Yeah,
wonder why
he
your
is.
ratings are failing.
I hope you know the basement's in the attic.
What we're saying.
Why my videos are crushing the Clown News Network. A guy on a laptop.
I'm not sure that's the case. I've never heard of you. I've never heard of what you do.
I'm a media analyst and a YouTuber. You've heard of YouTubers before?
I've heard
Acosta,
of you.
yeah.
I've never heard of you.
So
Mark,
funny.
can you say your last
Mark Dice.
Dice.
Have a nice life, Big Jim. Great to see you again, though.
Well,
Can I get a
you
handshake
too.
from you?
Hey, no, that's okay. Have a good night.
You won't even shake with colleagues' hand?
Say hi to your mother.
I'm the #1 conservative YouTuber, and we can't part on positive ways,
I
Jim.
just really hope that
It's the kitchen. No, it's the kitchen where the videos are. Where I'm getting millions of viewers and just impacting the.
See, it's people like who make silly comments like that. Mark Dice was a real person. I think his financial status changed somewhat. Do you know what? Why do people have a problem with people making money? We've talked about this. You're allowed to make money. Because he's going up with the ranks with people because he is a real person doesn't mean he can't get paid. So everyone goes, oh, he must be for the elite side because now he's getting more money. So he should. He does a lot of work. He puts it out there. You're allowed to earn money. Just like I could say now, if you want to donate to my channel, check in my links. You can if you want. I don't normally ask. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with, it's like artwork and stuff like that. He got paid out. No, he didn't get paid out. He was great and he still is, but there you go again with your perception of things are doom and gloom. No, he didn't. It's like artwork when people think, oh, you can't sell your art, it should be so. No, we work in a thing about the money. No, there is nothing wrong with it. So why are you saying that? This is a problem I have with you. He is a good guy. He does a good job at what he does. Therefore, he should get paid for it. Dice is sharp. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. So people shouldn't be looking at people. Oh, because their channel's gone up, because they're getting more money. So what? He deserves it. You know? It is on your side, because that's all you come out with.
Culture in the country
He's
is
trolling him.
our fantastic president. The
Because
greatest in
we, the people, real people, are subscribing to Dice, and whatever he does and what people are buying off him are real people subscribing to a real person. I'd rather have the news off a real person and pay a real person to do it than the fake actors like Acosta and all the other ones that work for the elites. Nothing wrong with that.
modern history. The thing about it was, I just didn't.
So sorry.
Come on, just give me a handshake and we'll call it a night. I'm sorry, guys.
That's what it's all about. We've been told off cue, we are the news now. Laugh all you want.
You're a broken record, Jim. Come
Yeah.
on, something new. Some new material.
He's trolling
this
him.
ignorant that you don't understand the power of YouTube?
You home.
The power of
What does
YouTube.
that sound like?
You are an
She ring the dinner
NPC. You're an NPC. You're spouting nonsense.
You see this guy?
Oh my gosh. He's a fan, I'm sure.
Don't harass the children.
Thank you,
Hey,
Tapper. He
this
does it all
is
the time.
teasing, Jim. It's teasing. It's not harassment. Get it right.
Kellyanne's brilliant. This is what I mean. He's trolling the media, he's calling him an NPC because he is. Yeah, but you do it all the time. I've asked you, told you before, told you a million times. Like I said, we are the news now. You can sit there and laugh. We the people are the news because they are not doing their job. Mark Dice is a patriot. And if he's gone up on his channel, good for him. He deserves it because these people who are spouting lies don't deserve it. And people are noticing that. That's why CNN ratings have dropped. Loads are dropping. That's what he just said about Acosta. He's jealous because Mark Dice has got over him because people are seeing what's going on. It's not about not agreeing. You've never seen anything good on anything. You've just come out with that thing that side always say. The left always say, oh, but he needs money. He needs made money. You need to open your mind up a lot more. So, you know, just saying. But that is what that side say. I chucked a few truth bombs at someone the other day. They told me to F off. Couldn't come back with anything. Because when I showed them a load of stuff and said something, they were like, bleh. I was like, okay, can't handle the truth. People can't handle the truth. That's not getting at you. That's getting at anyone who says stupid stuff like that. You're allowed to make money. He sells t-shirts with Trump on and all them sort of stuff. Good if people want to buy them. He's not telling you to buy them. He's supporting his country. He's supporting the right for real news. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter if there was a rapid influx of cash. What? Because a load of people woke up. What's your problem? So if you were doing it on YouTube and all of a sudden people wanted to come to your channel and pay you money, I'm not being funny. People go, oh yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. Well, a lot of people put time and effort into it and it's very tiring. And he does a really, really good job. He got invited to the White House as well. But then again, you're not a Trump supporter anyway. So, you know, if he's a Trump supporter, you're going to say that. Callum, this is the problem me and you have all the time. I'm not talking to you. I'm saying about these people that say that as well. You can clearly see he's doing a good job. He's funny with it. He's a good guy. But there's still people that always have to go against something all the time. You know? Jim Acosta, etc. Approximately 30 million per year, go figure. 30 million! Do you think Mark Dice is getting that? 30 million a year for what? Spouting shit? Have you seen how he couldn't come back with anything? Mark Dice is trolling him. He couldn't come back with anything. Oh, you're like a little troll in your basement of your mother's basement. It's his kitchen of his own house. But Mark Acosta, these people are not creative. They can't come back with anything funny because they nick ideas off people. They're people. They're not creative. They're not funny. They have no empathy. He can't come back with nothing, making himself look stupid. Good one, Mark Dice, that's all I can say. You've not been over to his channel, please check it out, subscribe. You want to buy some of his merch, go and buy it because his merch is really good. There's nothing wrong with it. People always say that. Like I said at the beginning, you've got to realise there's a lot of spiritual channels out there who are saying, ooh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and this should happen and this should happen. No, they're stuck in a cycle as well. It doesn't mean because you're spiritual, you're weak. And a lot of stuff's got in there and it's a load of crap as well, so you do have to be careful. Had they not censored Mark Dice to death, he would have been a multi-million. Exactly, they did censor Mark Dice. Look at how overpaid the mainstream. Exactly. They'll be replaced by, yeah. You know what I mean? That's not getting at you. That's just saying, there's a lot of people that say shit like that, and it's constant and it's stupid. No, but when you come in when I've asked you not to, and you thought I couldn't see you, you know, so on the contrary, if you're spiritual, you're strong. Exactly. But if you think about some channels, I'm not talking about channels I watch. I like the channels I watch. Are trying to say, oh, you know, you shouldn't speak out. You should be like, you know, quiet. No, you should speak out. That side's got in there as well. It got in everywhere, getting you to be quiet, getting you to be controlled in a different way. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, Acosta is nothing but a cue card reader. Exactly. And like I said, if you don't like the chats on Q, because a lot of us in here are QAnons anyway, go elsewhere. Bit like what Trump said. You don't like the country and you don't like what we're doing in the US. Go. Leave. Jog on. Do you know what I mean? Bye, Felicia. Go back to where you came from. If you don't like it, what you moaning for? You know? Just saying. Just saying. Because there's a lot of people that think like that, and it's just absolutely ridiculous that no one can earn money, or no one can do this, or no one can. So what? Yeah, there is people out there who are just doing it, trying to make a buck off the Q movement or this movement or that movement because they can see it's a big thing. He's not one of them. He's a patriot to his country, plain as day. Yeah. New rules are no longer staying on the Democrat politician correct established slave plantation. Exactly. So I will say what I think because it's my channel, and if someone says something in my channel and you go on, it's a debate and that, well, it's my channel, you know, and that's the thing that needs to be said. You've just said something about Mark Dice. Mark Dice is a good man, you can plainly see. So yeah, sorry Dad. Dolly Adrian, why are you still wasting your time and energy on this dickhead? Thank you. Thank you, Dad. And with that, I'm going to go. Because I need to go and chill out and see if there's anything on Netflix. But like I said, Stranger Things 3, brilliant. Touch, the film with the autistic boy in it. Oh my God. Please go and watch it. You'll enjoy it. It was amazing. Which lines up with the consciousness of what we were talking about last week on the Really Woke show, talking about numerology and gematria. I know I always say that wrong. With the hidden language of numbers is which the hidden language is. And then I saw that film and thought, wow. So, but a lot of you that have delved into that, you know, the Fibonacci code, you know, the patterns in nature, you can plainly see the patterns in nature. So nature doesn't lie, basically. Nature doesn't lie. So, you know, it's plain as day. But it's a brilliant film. Touch. It's called Touch, and it's got Kiefer Sutherland in it. It's called Touch, and it's on Netflix, and you'll really enjoy it, and you'll be like, wow. And it's about events. Now, you could think of 9/11 and all that, because 9/11 does add up to different numbers and certain things that we were all discussing the other week. That's how it works. That's what they do. Certain names, that's a hidden language, especially how they use it. So please go and watch Touch. It is absolutely a brilliant film. And if you haven't seen Stranger Things yet, I haven't really spoiled it, but go and see if you can see what I can see. But yeah, the Alliance was in a long time ago. So where we go one, we go all. And go over to Mark Dice and big him up and subscribe and like, because he's a good guy. Have a great last of the evening. Yeah, and Yes, I love broadcasting, the Right Side Broadcasting. I love them. I love Golden State Times, because I've tried to tell people on my Facebook. They're going, yes, but I'm watching the news. I went, you're watching mainstream media. You need to watch people like Right Side Broadcasting, Golden State News, all them ones that are independent news channels. Not them news channels. Independent is the word, and you'll see him saying what he's saying without them saying what he's saying. So obviously, the Trump rally tonight is going to be late, so I probably won't catch it till the morning, but I will come on and chat about it. The film, Callum, is called Touch. On Netflix, it's amazing. It's about numbers and a boy that puts them all together, and his dad finally... And it's about his son communicating to his father, because, like some autistic children don't speak. He's never touched his father. You'll see at the end why it's called Touch, but he's communicating. It's the way he communicates. It's amazing. So, like I said, when all these things are joining the dots, this film I saw after we talked about the numbers on the Really Woke show. So everything's joining up, but it's just brilliant. Dolly, so happy to have finally caught my first live show. Oh, that's brilliant, but I'm going now. So you'll have to go back. But everything's adding up. I said to my dad, like I said at the beginning, the other day I was talking about Stranger Things 3, and I went, I've always said that film had something in it, and now I saw them pictures with the queue on its own and all that, and then I'm like to my dad, I watched Stranger Things 3, oh my god, I was like at the end, oh my god, this is like this is that, yeah, someone puts it out on Twitter, I'm like, a bit like when I talked about the Dark Crystal, then the Q book came out, and the first film they referenced was the Dark Crystal. I'm going to do a bit of a spoiler, sorry, but I've just remembered, in the series 3, they start singing 369. A lot of things add up to 369, as I shouted out last week. Q and JFK Jr. They start singing the song, which was really funny, because me and Roxanne were saying the other day, before I watched the whole of series 3, do you remember the film Neverending Story? I said it on air actually, and I was like, yeah, I can't remember if it was Neverending Story or the Dark Crystal, whatever, where they're saying the nothing is coming, and it's because the children don't believe anymore. Yeah, we know about certain words, but I'm saying because they don't believe. You've got to believe. I don't care what people say that word is. Oh yeah, well, they want. Yeah, we know that, but that's the way we understand it. Yeah, so you've got to believe again. But they were singing it, and I was laughing my head off, because it was that. I've got to find it before I go, because I'm in one of them moods. So I'm quite hyped. Let me see. It was hilarious. They jumped up, obviously, because it's in the 80s. I could not stop laughing. Like I said, songs that have come in today were, as I sang before, were Roxette. We found out it was Roxette when it Listen to Your Heart. And I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. Because I had a dream about a bird flying. That, to me, is saying we've been set free. We know America's been set free. Let me just find it, because this will be a laugh. And it just reminded me, being a kid, obviously childlike, spirit-like. I am going to have to go and watch this at weekend. Right, let's see if I can find it. It should be quite funny. Let me see if I can even remember it. I'm going to watch this film. Is it coming on? Yeah, it's raining. Oh, what was it? Turn around. Look what you see in a face, the mirror of dreams. Make believe. I don't know the tune. I'm everywhere, giving the fact. Right, I'm going to have to sing the chorus, because I don't remember this bit. And I can't play it. Hang on. Na 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 na. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story. Anyway, and that's not even the beginning of it. I don't even think that's it. So they were singing that. They got up and they were like, nah. They were singing it to each other, and it was so cute. I was like, oh my god. Oh, here it is. Reach the stars. What is the tune? I'm going to have to play it in a minute. Reach the stars. Fly a fantasy. Dream a dream. And what you see will be... Oh, God, I can't even do it. Rhythms that... And what you see will be rhythms that... I can't see that their secrets will unfold behind the clouds. And there upon a rainbow is the answer to a never-ending story. And I was like, yes! In the film, I was like, yes, it's a cycle, isn't it? This is a never-ending story. And then it was... Sorry, well out of tune, like. But you know what I'm saying. The new singing news, that's what I'll be, out of tune, but you know, that's okay. What's the next bit? I've got to go and watch this film again. I'm going to watch it this weekend. And then it's music plays. Music plays. Can't even play it. Show no fear, for she may fade away in your hand and the birth of a new day. Rhythms that keep their secrets will unfold behind the clouds. The same again. And there upon the rainbow is the answer to a never-ending story. That's all I'm saying. They got up and they started singing it and they were both like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I love this song. But I was talking about that to Roxanne a couple of days before. And there it was in Stranger Things 3. I was like, yes. So, you know. So we had that song. We had Roxette, because someone was talking about Heart. So it was that... What song was it by Roxette? Yeah, the Golden 80s. Exactly. And that story's got a lot in it, so I'm going to be rewatching the Neverending Story because I've not seen it for a while. Yeah, what was the Roxette one? And that, I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. So, yeah. Trump sorting out... Yes! Check out Serial Brain, because Trump is sorting out the chemtrails, that's why he's mentioned it. And also they reckon that he's got the world's chemtrails, and I've noticed... There hasn't been any chemtrails. There's been, when it was sunny the other day, there was cloud, but there's been no chemtrails. So let's keep watching the skies, folks, and see what happens there. So yeah, it's very good. So yeah. Oh yeah, it must have been. No, it wasn't. Must have been Love, but I do love that one. No, it was the. That was that. Lay a whisper on my pillow. Leave the winter on the ground. Wasn't that one? It was no. It was no, we're not got no date yet, Tapper. We will. We're just both knackered at the minute and other things going on, but we will. We're not rushing it, but we will. Oh God, what was the Roxette song? It was the Heart one. Tapper knows. What was it? You don't have to donate a tenner, and I don't have to sing for you to donate a tenner. No, it was that is must have been. Was it? No, I don't think it was. Was it? Was it Must Have Been Love? No, that song was that I just sang, but I don't think that was the song that I was singing this morning. It was, yeah. Tell it to your heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before he tells you goodbye. But that popped into my head because I was watching something about heart, meaning our heart place, and you should listen to your heart, not your head, because we get told what to think from the programs, but when you listen to your heart and your intuition, that's what you should listen to. So I don't see that as a person in that song. I'm seeing that as that song just popped in my head because it's all about that, listen to the heart, not to the head, because we get programmed. But that's why I said the other day, Q is all about deprogramming and letting you see what them programs were, so you can figure all that out yourself. And like I said the other day, the reason why they did it slowly is because they couldn't put mother effing bombs out to everybody at the same time, because it wouldn't work. Because there's a thing called I can never say this, cognitive dissonance. It wouldn't work. Hence, the awakening's been around for a very long time. So, you know, yes, we all know about that. It's all out there. So I'm going to go because, like I said, it wasn't supposed to be on for long, and I've been on longer than anticipated. So I'm going to go, and you'll probably see us tomorrow, maybe. I think there's a premiere going up on Roxanne the Globalist and I's channel. I just want to put out there, we did a video, and we will talk about what happened, because talk about entities trying to get you, and it might make no sense because we all had different things going on the same day. And yeah, anyway, so, but we may talk about it. So see you all tomorrow for the premiere. You're going to have to check Roxanne the Globalist Eyes channel out. We'll be in chat, so catch you later and see you soon. Where we go when we all keep watching, because we all know it's a show, but it's a show to show them up, you know. So see you soon. Bye.